This has been a very, very, very difficult time. It's so hard to go through a divorce. Many of you have gone through that. This isn't my first one, it's my second one.
It's been just over a month since Denise Richards took to Instagram to calmly address her divorce from her husband of 6 years, Aaron Phypers. And now new details about the messy split are emerging after Richards and Phypers came face to face in a Los Angeles courthouse this week. The couple have a blended family, including Richards' adopted daughter, Eloise, and the 2 daughters she shares with actor Charlie Sheen, Sammy and Lola. Now the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum alleging that her estranged husband was abusive, saying through tears, "He's almost killed me so many damn times," and entering this photo into evidence.
Everyone is intrigued by this because we know so much about Denise Richards and her family through reality TV. And now some of the most ugly parts of her relationship with others are being put out on display through this hearing.
Richards hoping to turn a temporary restraining order she got against Phypers after he filed for divorce in July into a permanent one. Phypers denies claims that he was abusive, speaking outside of court this morning.
This whole thing's just been, for me, a waste of time. It's like needless.
Are you looking at this as an opportunity to clear your name, or is it about spousal support? What is this about?
No, it's to clear my name, my family name. I mean, we've been run through the mud. I want to be completely exonerated.
I don't think that anyone who was watching how they interact with one another on the series that they've been on together would even fathom the idea that there was some physical abuse that was happening between the two of them. And it's pretty shocking.
In a wild twist, there was speculation that Charlie Sheen, who was married to Richards for nearly 3 years in the early 2000s, could testify after he appeared on Phypers' witness list. The former couple recently posing together on the red carpet to promote Sheen's new Netflix docuseries. Another witness listed by Phypers' team, Richards' rival from The Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, Brandi Glanville.
She comes on an episode and reveals that she and Denise had an affair, and that, according to Denise Richards, was far from the truth. They never had an affair.
What we've heard from Denise Richards' team is that this is just a way to embarrass her. What should happen is there will be some sort of offer of proof that Charlie Sheen or others could testify and give relevant information. If they can't, more likely than not, there won't be witnesses.
Richards taking the stand in court, describing multiple instances of Phypers' alleged abuse, even claiming she was left with at least 3 concussions.
Denise Richards has testified to some pretty gruesome details of alleged abuse, harassment, and assault. These allegations are all being used to try to make a temporary restraining order into a permanent one.
Detailing in the filing, throughout our relationship, Aaron would frequently violently choke me, violently squeeze my head with both hands, tightly squeeze my arms, violently slap me in my face and head, aggressively slam my head into the bathroom towel rack, threaten to kill me. Before filing for divorce, Phypers and Richards' relationship was on full display in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The two met in 2017 and were married just months later.
The chemistry was instant. The sexual chemistry, to be very specific, was instant because she really kind of did not mute herself from talking about that and just talking about their energy and being together. They seemed to have this kind of great relationship where it was just this mutual support and mutual understanding of one another.
All right, Thor, this is why your arms are so cut. I love working out with Aaron. I forget how hot he is.
But amid the allegations, there is one clip that has resurfaced from the show's 10th season that aired in 2020.
There's an old moment that fans are pointing to and looking at a little bit differently than they were initially. So in that scene, Denise has just had a colossal blow up with all the other women. And Aaron is like, let's leave, let's get out of here.
Baby, don't say anything. We're on the camera.
Baby,
we don't need to
say
do that.
a word.
Don't tell me what to say. I'm going to crush your ass.
It was a complete departure from, I think, the respectful, supportive husband that he had presented himself to be before that moment. And certainly in light of the allegations, you just look at that and think perhaps there was something going on in front of the cameras, and we all just didn't pay attention to it when it happened.
Richards also alleges she often covered her bruises, but included one picture as a court exhibit where she says she forgot to cover up bruises on her arm. She describes another incident that took place in Malibu in 2022. She alleges, quote, Aaron resumed screaming, then used the heel of his palm to strike me in the eye. The family member present witnessed the assault and immediately retrieved frozen food to reduce the swelling. Richards, including a picture in court filings of the black eye she says Phypers caused that day. That family member, Phypers' cousin, Dr. Kathleen McAllister, taking the stand and echoing Richards' account.
Dr. Kathleen McAllister testified that she was a witness to some of the abuse, one of which was when she described Aaron taking the palm of his hand and forcing it into the face of Denise Richards, to which she quickly had a black eye. She is the cousin of Aaron Phypers, giving some credibility to her testimony, but Aaron Phypers' attorneys have tried to poke holes in her testimony, trying to destroy or dismantle her credibility.
Phypers denies all abuse, including causing that black eye.
When asked about Denise Richards' black eye, Aaron Phypers said that she had in fact fallen into a pool and that she was drinking tequila. She had slurred speech and was stumbling, and again denied that he was the cause of that black eye.
His attorneys requesting a motion for the restraining order to be dismissed.
Phypers and his attorneys are responding to the abuse allegations by flat out denying them, saying they never happened, and making the argument that a permanent restraining order is not necessary because Denise is in fact reaching out to him, going to his home, trying to make contact in different ways that would suggest she is not fearful of Aaron Phypers and therefore does not need a permanent restraining order.
Instead, Phypers alleging that it was actually Richards who attacked and harassed him many times. He also accused her of being unfaithful and dishonest. Outside of court today, also saying the divorce is causing him financial trouble.
I've been financially strained for the last 100 days. I mean, it's been pretty bad.
But it's not the first time Richards has had to deal with her personal life splashed all over the headlines. The Bond girl.
So isn't it time you unwrapped your present?
Oh, I think so.
Also known for her role in Wild Things.
Never let the sun go down on an argument.
Had a famously public divorce from 2.5 Men actor Charlie Sheen.
I am not in denial about anything. I am a young, vibrant man in the prime of my life.
At the time, he was one of Hollywood's biggest stars.
And this is the pool.
Richard spoke to me about their breakup back in 2011.
So this is the other half of the project, is the yard.
Exciting. You're a goody two-shoes. How did you fall in love with him?
The man that I divorced wasn't the man that I married. When I met Charlie, he was sober for 3 years, and I admired his sobriety and how he worked on himself and how humble he was, and we just had a deep connection.
But in 2005, after almost 3 years of marriage, Richards filed for a divorce while 6 months pregnant with their second child, Lola. The split becoming the scandal that took Hollywood by storm, immediate fodder for tabloids. That public divorce first led her to reality TV, which would dominate her career for the next decade plus.
Don't do it anymore. Don't do it. I'm going to ask you.
Joining, leaving, then coming back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And true to her dramatic roots,
Been an actress in this business for a long time.
her time on the series, something to remember.
I am Denise Richards, Kyle. I don't think these know.
And her latest project, Denise Richards and Her Wild Things. Giving the world a new glimpse at her life beyond Hollywood, from her family
How are you?
to her famous friends.
Look, this is beautiful.
Before he filed for divorce, Phypers was actually featured on the show. My colleague Stephanie Ramos asked Richards about that earlier this year.
What was his reaction to doing this show?
Well, after Housewives, he's like, I think this one will be great. Although he was so supportive of Housewives, too.
But that seemingly supportive relationship now at the center of this ugly court battle. The next hearing set for October 17th.
If Denise Richards is successful in obtaining a permanent restraining order, that restraining order could last for up to 5 years. If Aaron Phypers violates that permanent restraining order, he can serve up to 3 years in prison and be fined up to $10,000.
Denise Richards really is the queen of reinvention. She's gone through a lot of trauma. She's gone through public heartbreak before. She's going through it again right now. And it seems like she might want to take this chapter of her life back to her fans while she's rebuilding and gives us what's coming next.